My name is Padre Cruz. Welcome to my show, Padre Cruz on the News. I live in a place called Sedona in Arizona. It's known as one of the mystical, spiritual capitals of the world. Many people here in Sedona believe in unidentified flying objects, UFOs, spaceships, flying saucers. I've been asked by many of my religious friends if I, as a man of the cloth, as a man who wears the collar, believe in the phenomena of UFOs. Well, I would have to say I wish I could say no. But the truth is, I was abducted once when I was very, very young. I was in a hospital and I had been paralyzed from head to toe by a spinal tap, by doctors who, I don't know, they did not have a steady hand. And that night, I lay paralyzed in my bed after the procedure, never knowing if I would walk again. As I fell asleep, I saw these lights, bright lights in the room, and suddenly I was surrounded by 3 people, beings. The next thing I know, I awoke, and I was lying on a bed of some kind made of crystals. And there was a crystal over my chest, and I was only 8 years old, so I couldn't really understand what had happened. But this light came out of the crystal and shone upon me. And they spoke to me, these people, or beings. To make a long story short, when I awoke, the next morning I was no longer paralyzed. Was it a dream? Wishful thinking, the imagination of a child who had been injured by the medical association? I don't know. But I do know that I was able to walk and play baseball and run. So, are there UFOs? Could a man of cloth, or could one who is religious and belongs to the Church of Rome actually acknowledge that there might be UFOs? Let's look at it this way. Suppose, just suppose, that these UFOs are merely crafts that God's angels use to communicate with us, to bring us knowledge and understanding, perhaps sometimes even to interfere with wars, stop a missile launch, prevent someone from detonating a thermonuclear device in a crowded city. Maybe these angels, in the form of space creatures or aliens, they come to us to give us the ideas that spawn the great inventions, the great symphonies, the great masterpieces of art and sculpture. Maybe. We cannot be too sure of that. But one thing we can be sure of is that we are all creatures of God. Every single one of us. Even those of us who do not believe. Even those of us who cannot see or feel or love. We are loved. And with that, my dear friends, we conclude today's conversation with Padre Cruz in the News.